What up? What up? It's your boy AD, and that's all day. I'm in the spot. How y'all doing? I'm back with another video for y'all. Finna touch a real interesting topic right here. I'm actually very interested in this topic because you can already read in the title. This is a really kind of complex one, Like what's more important, to a woman? Because I know some people have made big arguments about looks, big arguments about money and status, but I'm gonna give my reason on what I think is the most important one and why. But first, let's talk about looks. Looks. I've heard very strong arguments on how looks mean the most over money. I've heard people say looks, then money, then status. And I say y'all got some very good arguments. I will admit, the people who say looks first have very good arguments because it is kind of true. It's kind of hard to believe that a woman will want a guy of certain statures, especially the men who are really not that attractive, And I've seen people making cases and statements like, "Come on, would a girl be with somebody like this? And would a girl be with this?" And then comparing them to other guys, and I'm like, man, y'all got a pretty good argument right there. Man, money and looks is almost neck and neck. Well, like when I seen that, but then I had to think more about it and think more about what they really want and why, and think more about what's going on current times, and shoot, even think about my life a little bit and think about past experiences and thinking about what I see. But in my mind, honestly, I think it's money. I think money is like really the biggest, most important thing to women. It's like the end all be all to me, and I'm gonna explain why. Got my good coffee, and I'm gonna explain why, yo. Because it's like when you got money, that's like almost what really make girls want you. Yeah, you could be a good looking dude, and maybe you can get some chicks, but most of the time, those women are not gonna take you seriously. Like a man with money, a man with money. See, when you a man with money, you really do got the power, and because that's what they really want. And I know some people might use that argument. Well, what about the married simps who aren't that attractive but got money, but they wives go run off on them? But see, here's the thing: like at the end, they gonna mess with more attractive men. But yeah, that could happen. That does be true a lot. But at the end of the day, who's still the main thing on her mind? It's gonna be that dude's paying all the bills and shit. Just like when if shit crash on them, they gonna have to automatically start thinking about money. Or who's the one? It's the only problem is that there's a man that's allowing it. Now just imagine if he didn't just allow it. She would be the one being thirsty. Period. You know, because that's how it seems to me nowadays. It seems like nowadays women care more about your money first. Because most women, as you can see, are programmed to not even really care about you as a person, right? It's like, how many women do you actually meet that care about you and who you are and what you're about and respect you for you and love you for you as a person? Not all that other stuff, not because I got a nice car or not because I'm living in a fancy home. I'm talking about you and your personality. How many women have you ever met that just you knew 100% liked you for you? See? See, that's the point. Like, I really feel like it's bad nowadays. Like maybe back in the day, maybe if you was an attractive dude, you might get more. But see, times are harder now. We just can't forget about that. Like times are not moving in a direction where things are becoming cheaper and life is getting easier. Like life is getting harder, which is making women more thirsty and desperate for money as well. That's why this whole Instagram culture is going on and stuff too, because they feel like, oh, I need money. Let me make as much money as I can for as easy as I can. It's all about money. Just like that's how just like when you see most women talk to guys, you see it yourself. Like most of the time, it's because the dude got more than them. How many times have you seen a woman I heard somebody make a funny joke about that. I think it was Sinbad, and he was like, "How many people like the attractive bum or something like that?" It's crazy, you know. But I can definitely state some other points as well, though, you know, because it's kind of true. You know, just like all these athletes and all that, or just like remember when I was talking about the strippers, even the strippers, it's like, yeah, a stripper might be attractive, yeah, he can get some but at the end of the day, what is his job revolve around? What is he doing revolve around? Does that revolve around him just stripping? No, it revolves around him getting money, and that's what attracts the women too, because they know that these guys have money, and they know that these guys get money from other women. They know that. You know, just imagine if you was a broke stripper. You know, like, yeah, you might get some aid, but at the end, or maybe, but at the end of the day, these girls ain't gonna be around you. They ain't gonna. It's not gonna keep them there. It probably won't even let them. A lot of people do believe that looks get you in the door, which is kind of true. But I feel like money really gets you in the door. Cause like I said, you could be kind of good looking, and then once they figure out that you got less than them, then they like, man, I'm not that interested in you. And another reason why is because just like with the women, just like how I talk about the women all the time, like, oh, it's sad how they all think that looks is the most important thing for them, but they're in a competition with more women. Well, that's the same thing when it comes to looks. Like, you could be a good looking dude, but it's the same shit for you. All right, it's just you, like they can't find another good looking dude, Come on, especially with these days with the internet, they could see attractive men just like how you can get on the internet and look up attractive women. It's the same thing. But tell me what's probably harder to get, looking for someone attractive or finding someone who actually has money and value. That's why a lot of them are jealous now. This is why a lot of women are alone now. You see, women are to the point where if they can't get that high class male who got all the money and all of that, then they just rather be alone. You see, that's how bad it's getting. You see, they won't even mess with an attractive dude like that. They really won't, because they want the guy with all of this, who has all the money, who rides the big fancy cars. For real, it really do be guys out here who got fancy cars, and they'll tell you about how many times girls holler at them and want to get to know them and sleep with them just for the easiness, because these girls think they got money. These guys may not have money and just have the fancy car. It don't matter. That just attracts them, because that's just how women are. They're always looking for a come up. They feel like that their worth is worth money. But that's a huge problem with women. They don't offer anything. Majority of the time, most women come into a relationship or talking to other men with nothing to offer except, hey, this is how I look. Like, this is really how it is. I mean, let's be real. Even for the women who do like have nice cars, nice homes, even for those women, let's be real. How many of them women will talk to someone or really mess with somebody that has less than them, or who just didn't have the money and who rode the bus? Really? See, they so in competition with other chicks in their own selves that they couldn't even handle it. They'll be with that dude and they wouldn't even be able to handle it. Like, the dude could be attractive, but they'll just feel bad inside. Like, ugh, I'm with this broke man. I don't have anyone I can really show off and brag about, because they like to brag. They like to show out. That's what it's about. They love. That's why money and status kind of go along with it, because it's like, you got a lot of money, you'll probably have a lot of status, and that's how the world pretty much works, period. Just like here on YouTube, like I've been saying for the longest, you ever notice how it seems like the people that got more money are the ones who get the most attention? That's just common sense. Like, let's be real. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's a few people out here who don't got that much money and get attention. But majority of people do. If you look at majority of people on YouTube, it's the same thing. And it's the same thing everywhere you look. People are just attracted to money. or who they think got money, period. And especially women, because women be the main ones nowadays who, as you can see, they can't handle money that great, and they don't really want to work hard, especially in this day and age, seeing all these other girls just coming up for twerking on camera or just taking pictures. It's like they want that now. It's like every girl's dream nowadays is to be considered one of the finest girls and be with some very, very, very high class male who has a lot of money and be taken care of. And ain't got to do really nothing. And hope that that dude just stay faithful for her. To her. That's like every woman's dream pretty much these days, you know. I mean, it's true. I mean, most women, when they look up guys, like, I really do feel like when they look up guys, they be like, man, how do you get the guys with a lot of money? Like I said, this is why a lot of women are single right now. Because they could come around a dude that they know they look good, but let that man not have as much as what they think or as much as what he may have that she don't got, or just let her have more, period. Trust me, she's gonna be thinking about other men that she didn't have way more and who can do more. And that's another thing to not forget. A lot of these women grew up dating older men who had more, period. So that's gonna want them, and they then got so used to that early ages of being with men who gave them stuff that they get used to it, and it just increases over time. The older they get, you know. It's true, you know. I mean, how many girls, you know, have you met that started off talking to dudes their age or younger and actually continued it? So that's another reason, you know. Money. Oh, my bad. I was looking at the time. This shirt always got the time blending in it. It's like I can't even see it. But yeah, man, money is very, very important. I'm dead serious. Like, these girls will be alone. That's why you got so many girls. I mean, I've seen it in my life. I've seen girls most of the time pick dudes who got money or who got more. It don't really be about looks like that no more. Not like that. I mean, they already think they look the best and they the shit. They ain't thinking about looks. They thinking about money. Who has? That's why so many women out here now running their mouths about men. Oh, this man wasn't nothing. Where the good man at? Because they still ain't found that dude who wants to really try to wipe them, who clearly has more than them. More, and they get mad because, again, you're just another girl coming with looks. You're just, see, just like I said about us as men. So what makes you think that guy is gonna want to be with you when you know you only bringing looks to the table and you're not the only girl doing that? Well, like I said, most women don't bring no money or anything to the table. They just expect you to just take them for them and pay for them and take care of them. Stuff is crazy. A lot of women will get around men and not show no interest at all in a man and still think the man should want them and chase them. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, even like I said, just look at your own personal life. You know, have you ever had a girl who really wanted to be with you or acted like she really wanted to be with you, but noticed that you had more, or you had more money, or you just had a better income or a better home or whatever, you know, just like, you know, like basically what I'm trying to say is how many girls have you met that had maybe as much as you? You know, compare that to the number of girls who maybe had as much as you, or the girls who had more than you that act like they really wanted you, or this and that, you know. And if that was true, and if that happened, which I've definitely seen happen before, I've seen a chick that did have more go, but best believe it's something wrong with her. And best believe she probably not that attractive. Like, the odds of her actually being a good woman and a good looking woman is very low if she's actually doing that majority of the time. Because again, these women don't got their head on straight and their hearts are not in the right places. I mean, just like my last video I made not too long ago. Look at the music. The music nowadays is literally telling them, hey, skip these dudes, just get their money, do you the best. And it's telling them and they following it. I mean, if you get around a chick, I'm telling you, and you ain't got as much money as her, or your car isn't as new as hers, she more than likely she gonna automatically look down at you. She gonna think she better than you. For real. But you know, that's just how they feminist mindset work. You know, you being the dude, they already got a hatred. Now they like, oh, I got more money than him. It just blows their mind. But like the video, comment. I hope y'all enjoyed this topic. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll talk to y'all later.